My name is Mandeep Kaur Taliwal. I have come from village Hatur. It is located in Ludhiana district. Recently, I have done BTech in computer science engineering, and these days I am preparing for my further education. And my current plan go to abroad for working and sitting over there. I am very talkative. I am very
Talkative person.
talkative
Person.
Yes. I always speak truth. I always believe in the God. My favorite hobby is reading different types of books like novel, history books, and my religious books. I am very extrovert person, so I always like to spend time with my family members rather than wasting time to my friends. My negative point, I always angry with someone because some it's create some dispute. When we are not match our thinking and about the life I always think always be positive and I enjoy every moment in my life because life is very important part of our life. Like it has two part, sad and bad. So I really enjoy my life. My future plan is I go to abroad for working and I settle over there.
Okay, excellent. So you can see it has improved a little bit. There's only one or two grammar mistakes. Once you start writing, then I will point out those also. You can also fix that. Somewhere like
Okay.
two friends should have been with friends. That's all. It's very simple problem. So make sure you write it down. All these lines which you spoke, you write them down. Then you just read every day until it becomes a part of you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now,
Yes.
describe your work or studies for me. So, if you're working, you will
Like
describe work. If you're studying, then you describe studies. If you're doing both, you can describe both. Okay, start.
I have a lot of interest in the education. I learn different types of skill in the education. Like I done engineering in computer science, and I also make different types of software. I always have interest in the coding like Java, C++, and so on. In my future, I will try my best in this field because I have a lot of interest in this field. I am become an intelligent person in this field, and I will plan go abroad for my best and dream job, and I work over there, and I get a good job and high salary job. So it's my plan.
Okay, good enough. I have some mistakes for you. I want you to look at them. Just three mistakes which I want you to fix. In one of the first lines, you said "I done." Do you think that is right, or it should be fixed? "I done." There is something wrong with that
I
line. Can you fix it?
I done my study.
No, no, it's wrong. It should be "I have done my study."
I
Okay.
have done. Yes, sir. I have done.
Okay. So make sure you always say "I have done my studies," something like that. Okay. Next problem again is of the similar kind. You said I become expert in my something like that. Yeah.
I want to become.
Yeah, so you should say either I want to become or I have become an expert in this field or I am becoming very good in it, something like that. You have already corrected it. I want to become is something right. So do not miss words which are very small but very important. They will deduct your marks. Next thing is you said I work over there. You're talking about going to foreign and you're saying I work over there. Can you fix that little phrase?
I will work over there.
Yeah, I will work over there. So make sure you don't miss will in this case. These are very important helping verbs, etc. things which are very important. You cannot afford to miss them. Okay. So if you're writing down, make sure you write down I spoke, I work over there. I should have spoken, I will work over there. Why am I cutting words? I need more concentration on what I'm speaking. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is a topic I'm going to give you. It's about travel. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Do you enjoy traveling?
Yes. I have a fond of travel. I like travel travel by private and my own vehicle, and I like to visit different types of places. So I want to explore the world.
Okay, so here are the mistakes. There are two mistakes. In the beginning, you said, I have a fond of. Do you think that is right?
I fond of traveling.
Yeah, I am fond of traveling is the right one. I
I
am fond of traveling. Or you can say uh, something else. But I have is not going to come there. I have a tendency to be fond of, you can say that. That's a totally different thing. That's not what you want to say. I have a tendency to be fond of traveling means I kind of like traveling very much. So in your case, you just write there that I have to say I am fond of travel, and you cannot put a there. You said I have a fond of travel. Completely wrong there. Okay, so I want you to look at the next problem also. You said I won't explore. I won't explore. Fix it.
will I will explore the world.
Yeah, I will explore the world, or I want to explore. To is missing. I want to explore the world, or I want to explore places. I want to explore different places. That is why I like traveling, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, for your fun, I'm going to ask you to repeat this. Maybe you can improve on the mistakes. Do you enjoy traveling?
Yes, I really enjoy traveling. Whenever I uh, travel by my own car with my family members and with my friends, and we are doing many activities over there. Like we watch movies, we do shopping.
Okay, we do shopping is fine. We are doing is not fine. You're not doing right now. We say we are doing when we are doing right now. So we just say we do shopping. We do whatever you were saying in the first line.
We done shopping.
We have done shopping in the past and we like doing shopping every time we travel, something like that. Okay, good enough. Let's go on to the next question first. Please keep thinking and speak slowly so that your brain can correct all the mistakes as much as possible. Your number one duty is to make sure you don't make any mistakes because your sir is writing all the mistakes and he will deduct the marks. If you correct them, marks are not deducted. If I correct them, marks are deducted. So it's your own choice whether you want to do thinking or not. Have you done much traveling?
I have a visit schedule because I am a student. But now the last 2 years, I travel different types of my favorite places, and I will try in my future because I will uh, I will visit famous places.
You said I travel different types of places. I travel different. Is that, can you see something wrong there? I travel or I have traveled, I want to travel.
traveled. I traveled different types of places.
That's right. That is right. I traveled is right, but I travel is not right there. Okay, maybe you said ed at that time, but it was not audible enough. So you have to make sure your traveled is clear so they can hear opposite. It's your duty to make sure your sound is clear. Do you think it's better to travel alone or with other people?
It's depends on a person choice. Sometimes we are like to travel alone because a family member don't like to visit our favorite place. So sometimes we are travel by uh, travel with our family members. They always help to us because sometime during the traveling some problems happen like our stolen money and so on. Whenever we are
Okay,
travel
stop.
by our
Okay,
own
stop,
car
stop,
with
stop,
our
stop.
family members, we are safe.
Okay, stop. Okay, I don't want you to give too big answers because when you give too big answers, I like the big answers actually. I want your big answers. The problem with your big answers is that you're giving me too many mistakes. And when they will mark too many mistakes, then your marks will get deducted. So there is no need of giving a bigger answer in your situation. You will give me big answers one day when your answers are better. For now, just make it short and concise, especially in the first part. Now, here's the problem. In this statement, everywhere you are using R 3 or 4 times, R was not required. For example, we are traveling, we traveling, we are travel is what you said. When you say we travel, there is no need of R. So 3 or 4 times you used R, and I have noticed you have the same problem in your writing also. You're using R so many times where it is not required. And in one place, R was required, you missed it. You completely did not write it. So you have a tendency to put the R in the wrong place and put it in extra places where it is not required. Shortcut way of saying, I don't want you to use R. When you miss R, I will let you know. Or your brain will let you know, okay, here R definitely has to come. So don't use R all the time. You're using R too much and it's completely in wrong place. For example, we are travel. We are travel is not required. We travel is fine. We travel to different places and uh, we are eat is wrong. We eat. We ate. Okay? So just remove are most of the time. You will know it by practice. Next question. Where would you like to travel in the future?
I would like to travel my favorite places like I explore all the world and I visit my favorite places.
I would like to travel my favorite places. That's your line. I would like to, I would like travel my favorite places. Can you write this down? I would like travel.
I would like to
Yeah.
travel.
You missed two. See? Now your brain is thinking, so you're not giving your brain enough time to think, and you're making the line in a hasty way. So if you think, you see you missed two. Agree? Yeah, that too is
Yes,
super
sir.
important. It will deduct all your marks. Let's go to part two because here you can speak a lot continuously for 2 minutes. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to also display it on your screen. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about it. Describe a child that you know. You should say, who this child is and how often you see him or her, how old this child is, what he or she is like, and explain what you feel about this child. Okay, it's on your screen right now. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you now have 1 minute exactly. Okay, start speaking.
I have known many child in my area, but here I would like to talk about a child that I know, and he's my nephew. His name is Harpreet Singh, and is 10 years old. He doing a study in the seventh class, and he's very intelligent person. He's kind of hearted person. He always speak truth. He's my family member, so that's why I always spend time with my nephew. And in the evening time, we are playing in the in the garden, and we are doing our favorite activities like we are playing online game on computer, and I always give a best advice to my nephew for the study, and I always help to my nephew in the study, and he always want to become a good player in the football. In the evening time, he always play football, and he like playing different types of activity in the games. He always he want become a good player in the football. So that's why he always play different types of game in my house and in the sports area. And he in the morning time. He also joined me for exercise, and we are doing a yoga, and I felt happy about my nephew because I always like to spend time with my nephew, and I felt happy. And sometime he likes to watch different types of movies, and we are really enjoy.
Okay, you can
My
stop.
mother uh, my mother's make different types of snacks, and we are really enjoy. So
Okay,
that's
stop,
why
stop,
I
stop.
love my nephew, and I like it.
Okay, very good. Just stop there right there. I already allowed you to speak more than 2 minutes. After 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you start making more errors. So you want to stop after 2 minutes. So keep cautiously in your mind, like when 2 minutes are over and when 2 minutes are not over. You should know it. By practice, you will know it. That 2 minutes must be over now. I can stop. Uh, Otherwise, you can just listen. If the person is saying stop or indicating anything like that, then you have to think in your mind, are 2 minutes passed? Yes, it must have passed. Then you stop. But if 2 minutes are not passed and it is a trick by the examiner, then don't fall in the trick. Sometimes the examiners are greeting someone else and people stop talking thinking that time is over. That is not what is happening. Yeah.
I think you stop me in the cue card whenever I finish my time. So
Yeah.
that's why I win more and more.
Yeah, that's I noticed that. That is exactly how it is. But I intentionally allowed you to speak more because I wanted to see how much more she can speak, and I know you can speak. So I've already checked that today. But still, after 2 minutes, whenever I say stop or something like that, you don't stop immediately. Finish the line, finish the next line you are speaking, then stop. Don't stop in between like I am and I am good and you can't stop at and. So you must finish the line very quickly, then stop. I am good and I like it very much. Then you stop because you heard stop. Do you understand? Yes,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So in terms of length is very good. You are always giving it to me 2 minutes response. In fact, more than 2 minutes. So I really like the timing. I have less concern about the timing, and I see that you are doing preparation. You are not missing points. We're going to check. Describe a child that you know. Yes, you described a child. You even gave his name, who this child is, and how often you see him or her. You said we meet in the evenings. You gave his name. How old this child is. Definitely, you gave the age. What he or she is like. What did you say in that?
He's like different types of playing games, and he's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
watching a
Right.
movie.
Yes, you did say that. And explain what you feel about this child. You said lots of things in that. So you did cover the points. That is great. Now I don't have to worry about covering. Make sure you cover all the points every time, every single point. You do not speak. Straight away, one band is gone. It is bigger than any grammar mistake you make. Because grammar mistakes is like once you make four or five certain amount of mistakes, then they reduce a band. But in the points, 1 point gone and the whole band is gone. You don't want to miss it. Okay. These ones are easy points. Sometimes you can get cue cards with difficult points. Don't miss the points. Your preparation should be good
Okay.
like it is already. Now we come to the main part, which is the number of mistakes you have made. There were fewer mistakes up to 2 minutes mark. So I am just going to tell up to 2 minutes mark. After 2:15, you started to make a lot of mistakes. So I'm not going to count those. But in the 2 minutes, you said earlier on many child, for example. Do you think many child is right?
I know many children.
Children. So why are you saying child in the cue card? Okay. Give your brain time to fix. It is many children, never many child. One child is fine, a child is fine, but when it is more than one, it has to be many,
Children.
many children. You did, I think, similar mistake in your writing also. I will show it to you later on. Okay, next mistake which you did in the 2 minutes time is he doing study in. He doing study.
He study in the seventh class.
He studies in
He
the seventh class. Something like that is right. Okay, he doing studies wrong, or he's currently doing studies in seventh grade or seventh class, whatever it is. So proper sentence must form out of there. Good thing, only two grammar mistakes in the 2 minutes of speaking. Though the language was very simple and very basic, very informal, still it's fine up to 2 minutes. Okay, let's go on to part three on the discussion topics.
yes.
We're going to talk about relationships between parents and children. How much time do children spend with their parents in your country?
In my country, parents spend a lots of time with their child. Like they always spend in the evening time because that evening time children are free and they are doing their favorite activities like playing different types of games like football, hockey, and so on.
You said children's are free. Can you fix it?
In the evening
Only
time,
fix. Children are
children
free.
have a free time.
Don't change the line. Just fix it. The mistake only. Children's are free is wrong. Children are free is right. No need of S in children. Children are free. Okay?
Children, yes.
Got it? Now say the whole line. In the evening time.
Children are free in the evening time.
No, again it's wrong. Children's is wrong. Children are free. Children is already plural. Children is already plural. So you cannot put S. Okay? Yeah. Child is singular. Children is already plural. Okay, we don't say childs, we don't say, do we say childs? We say children. So children is already plural. You do not put s there. You don't say children's are. You, what do you say? Children's are free. So you just say children are free. In the evening time, children are free, so they like to do this. In the evening time, children are free. Okay, next. Uh, you told me that parents spend a lot of time in your country with children. So my next question is, do you think that is enough?
Yes, I think it is enough whenever children spend their time with their family members. They learn different types of skills like sharing, giving, and so on. Because parents have a responsibility to take care of their children, and he
Take care
is
of.
best. He and she is the best teacher, so they can easily understand their children feeling.
Take care, children, take care of their children. Take care. You said take care their children. It should be take care of
Take care of
their
their
children.
children.
Small words, super important. Next, how important do you think spending time together is for the relationships between parents and children?
I think it is very necessary for both when parents spend the time with their children. It creates a strong bonding with in their relationship, and they feel happy when they are sharing their feelings, parents always suggest the best ideas about their life, about their study, and children can make a good goal in their life with the help of their parents.
Have relationships between parents and children changed in recent years?
I think nowadays parents have a busy schedule. They doing work all the time. They spend only evening time with their children, and children and parents relationship between have a huge difference nowadays, because every person use to technology, and the parents are involved in the red race of earning, and their children
Okay,
always spend their time on technology, so it creates a big problem in their relationship.
that's fine. But you did say they doing work. So you could have said they do work all the time, or they are doing work all the time. They doing work is wrong. You said they doing work all the time. You just missed something. Here, R was required. Here, you did not put R. This is the example I am showing you. You have an R problem. So focus on your R. You did earlier in the last question, fix it yourself. You spoke R, then you removed R, and then you did not speak R, you put the R in. The same way you have to do in also in this question. They doing work is not right. I have to say they are doing work all the time, or I have to say they do work all the time. So that is why they don't give attention to their children or whatever you want to say. My next question is on children's free time activities. What are the most popular free time activities with the children today?
Many children playing different types of games like football, hockey, badminton, and so on. And the other children doing their favorite activities like they like playing a game on a computer on mobile phone. And some children like to play different types of games like Ludo games and carrom boards. It's a depend on children's choice.
It depends on the child. Okay. Do you think the free time activities children do today are good for their health?
I think it creates a bad impact on children life because nowadays every children like to play online
Every
games
child.
and they do not like to play
Every
outdoor
child,
games
not every
and
children. Don't say every children, say every child. Every child likes to. You said every children.
every child
Yeah.
like to play online games. It creates a bad effect on their health. They are become obese and they don't like outdoor games. So it's create a big problem in their life.
Okay. You can write one more line. They are become obese. Can you write that little part? They are become obese. Can you tell me what is
They
wrong?
they become obese.
Yeah, remove the R. Next question, which is the last question, by the way. How do you think children's activities will change in the future? And do you think this will be a positive change?
I think it will totally change. Every children have a no
Every
enough time.
child, every child, not every children.
Every child no, have no enough time for doing their favorite activity in the future. They spend lots of time, lots of time for their study, and I think it will totally change. Many children many children like to play online games. So I think it will totally change.
Okay, so keep in your notes down that I'm speaking children, child wrong. I should know child is singular, children is plural, and use it correctly. And also, when I'm putting every, it should always be child. And when I'm putting many and some, then it should always be children, not many child. Okay, so make sure you know of that. And some other silly mistakes that you're doing are is another big problem. Overall, it's fantastic. Now you've already started improving as compared to yesterday. Okay, so I kind of like it. You keep following all these things. Remember, I am saying the same mistakes again and again. It is your duty to follow it. The more you follow it, the sooner you become better in it. Okay,
Okay.
I cannot stop
So,
you. Yeah, go ahead.
so you send me new cue cards.
Sure, I will do that. I will send you the whole list of the current cue cards, and we will also go through that in the class. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
So we're done with today's speaking part. I want you to do reading, listening, and writing like you
Okay.
did yesterday, right?